LaRon Byrd. They've done a great job. There's no mistakes, there's no plays taken off that second grade attitude. There's no
How much has changed? Just the wide receiver philosophy from this year to last year. I mean, what are you seeing different during the camp?
Definitely more competition. You know, for one, it's a new coaching staff, so everybody's really not entitled to anything. People, you know, you're not really familiar with the coaching staff. Well, now, I mean, you got more familiarity now, but like when the coaches came in, there was really not too much that they really knew about you. So you got to work hard to impress the coach each and every day because it's competition. They evaluate you every day with everything you do. I mean, as far as walkthroughs, as far as the weight room, as far as anything you do, you're always getting evaluated. So competition level is always up.
Any of the newcomers stood out that kind of caught you off guard a little bit the way they kind of came in?
Philip Dorsett. But Alan Hearns, he's not really a newcomer, but I mean, he's a guy that's going to be new this year. And Rashawn Scott is being very impressive too.
LaRon, you were part of that 2008 recruiting class that came here with so much hype. What was that like coming in to something like that, dealing with all that pressure coming in? I mean, did that get to you guys at all, or was it?
Definitely. I mean, you coming out of high school. I mean, I think we had my first year, we had 20 starters, 20 freshmen that were starters. I mean, you coming out of high school, you 2 months out of high school, and you playing your first college game. So I mean, definitely a lot of pressure is on you. To impress fans, because I mean, when you're a fan in Miami, it's like you got to win now. Everybody knows that. But at the same time, I mean, you know that the expectations is high. You just got to set that bar high and meet those standards. And like I said, it hasn't been how we wanted it yet. But I think with the new coaching staff, the direction we're going in, I think those expectations will be met.
Could you kind of rate how you guys have done, and what would you say you've come to?
I would say mediocre. I would say definitely mediocre. We had our high and low points. I mean, definitely we had a lot of high points, and then we had a lot of low points too. But I just say it was mediocre. Mediocre, and mediocrity at Miami is not good enough.
Is this you guys kind of looking at this as a last hurrah to kind of say, hey, that 2008 class was pretty good to come in?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like Coach Golden, his main thing is upholding his legacy. We got that on all our shirts, all our packets. The main thing is upholding the legacy. So definitely we want to set that foundation. We want to set that base in 2008 class of greatness to come.
LaRon, how important is it for, you got a lot of talent at the receiver corps, but really only 3 experienced guys, you yourself, Travis, and Algerius. How important is it for you guys to kind of step it up with, a bunch of young pups behind you?
Well, I mean, it's very important. Like I said, basically the same thing what Leonard did last year. He had a great year to kind of like pass it down to us, and now it's up to us to have a great year to pass it down, to those guys. And the main thing that stick out is the same thing that Mike Irvin told us, in the spring game. He came and spoke to us, and he said it's the same way he was. Eddie Brown and those guys passed it down to him, and he passed it down to the other receivers. So that's something that we got to get back to at the University of Miami. And I think that with this new coach staff, we have opportunity to do it.
Do you feel that there's a need for a go-to receiver, somebody to establish themselves as a go-to guy like Leonard did last year?
I think everybody could be a go-to guy in this offense, because with this offense, we have the opportunity to take a lot of mismatches in this offense. So far as if it's Travis Benjamin on reverses, if it's me on fade routes, if it's Darius on the goal line throws. I mean, I think in this offense, everybody has the opportunity to be that go-to receiver, and everybody will and should be a go-to receiver, because I mean we have a lot of weapons that will be used.